How did a humble stalk of bamboo revolutionize the history of ocean exploration? In the 5th century, an ancient Chinese builder looked at nature and unlocked a secret, splitting a ship's hull into watertight compartments. It saved countless lives at sea, and this is how it changed the world. From an early age, humanity turned its gaze toward the sea. It offered an endless source of food and routes to distant worlds. Ships emerged across different civilizations, varying in form yet carrying the same ambition: to cross the waters and reach the unknown. But the ocean was not just a passage. Storms and hidden reefs turned every voyage into a trial. How to preserve safety amid uncertainty became one of humanity's most urgent challenges in exploring the seas. China's invention of watertight bulkhead offered a unique answer to risk. China's watertight bulkhead technology dates back to the early 5th century during the Jin dynasty. The rebel leader Lu Xun launched an attack on Panyu, which is present-day Guangzhou, with a large fleet. He devised the 8-slot ship, dividing the hull into 8 separate compartments with watertight bulkheads. Even if one compartment was breached and flooded, the vessel could still remain afloat and continue sailing through buoyancy. By contrast, once traditional ships began taking on water, the influx could quickly engulf the entire hull. The natural divisions inside bamboo closely resemble the principle of compartmentalizing a ship's hull. After Lu Xun, watertight bulkheads were widely adopted in Chinese shipyards throughout successive dynasties, becoming a fundamental principle of traditional Chinese shipbuilding. The partition walls of these compartments were typically fastened with iron nails, while the seams were sealed with a waterproof mixture of bamboo fiber, tung oil, and lime. Compartmentalized design also made it easier to store cargo by category, while the bulkheads themselves strengthened the hull and improved the ship's rigidity and structural integrity. During the Song and Yuan dynasties, the Fujian ship, which was known as the Fuchuan, became the most representative example of this technology. Named after the Fujian coast where it was built, the Fuchuan served as a vital carrier along the maritime Silk Road. The famed treasure ships, used by Zheng He during his voyages to the western seas in the Ming dynasty, as well as the warships used by Zheng Chenggong to reclaim Taiwan, all belonged to the Fuchuan lineage. In the 14th century, watertight bulkhead technology was introduced to Europe by the Italian travelers Marco Polo and Niccolò de Conti. Yet for the next 5 centuries, the concept was never fully adopted by European shipbuilders. Building watertight compartments, which meant higher construction costs, was something shipyards were reluctant to adopt, as they were unwilling to abandon long-established traditions. Even so, the principle gradually gained recognition. In a 1787 letter concerning Franco-American mail ships, Benjamin Franklin, who was both a founding father of the United States and a renowned scientist, wrote, "The well-known practice of the Chinese to divide the hold of a great ship into a number of separate chambers by partitions, tight caulked, so that if a leak should spring in one of them, the others are not affected by it." It was not until the late 18th century, during the reign of the Qianlong Emperor, when the British Macartney mission visited China and witnessed the structure of Chinese watertight compartments firsthand, that Europe truly recognized both its practicality and superiority. After the delegation returned to Britain, naval architect Sir Samuel Bentham was commissioned by the Royal Navy to design and build 6 new sailing warships using compartmentalized construction. The practice was subsequently promoted throughout the British Navy and later absorbed widely into European shipbuilding. As wooden sailing ships gradually disappeared from history, the Fuchuan tradition centered on watertight bulkheads shifted from practical technology into cultural memory. In 2010, this craft was inscribed on UNESCO's list of intangible cultural heritage, in need of urgent safeguarding. Yet the wisdom it embodied, which emphasized anticipating risk, containing danger, and protecting lives at sea, has endured. In modern maritime systems, compartmentalization and damage stability have long become universal principles, written into international regulations, such as the International Convention for the Safety of Life at Sea. They are now fundamental requirements in ship design and construction. Whether passenger vessels, cargo ships, or scientific research vessels, all must comply with minimum standards for watertight compartments and subdivision. Because of this, humanity has been able, time and again, to sail farther across the seas with confidence.